Hello everyone, my name is Noelle, aka Makeup Esquire, and this is my usual Sunday live here on Instagram and on YouTube at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. I am so excited to be here with you all getting ready for church per usual, and I did apply a chemical peel last week on Saturday, so it's a week and a day out and I can finally apply makeup on my face for the first time. I don't think I see any peeling, maybe some tiny bit of residual peeling from the peel, but other than that we are good to go. So that's the most exciting thing about today. I'm also super excited to be trying some new goodies with y'all. I've been getting some PR coming in that I'm super excited about, especially because I'm a small channel. I'm still trying to grow my channel, so I don't take PR for granted, and I thank all of you who support me here for it. And if it weren't for all of you who watch my content, click on my links, like my content and share my content, and none of this would be possible. So thank you in advance for shopping through any of my links if you do decide to pick up anything that I mentioned today. If you didn't see on my Instagram stories, I did shout out that I was really excited to use some of the new brushes that I got from BK Beauty. This one in particular I've been wanting ever since it came out, and I had just been holding off. It's the 114 that I'm really excited to try for underneath my eyes. Vieve sent me a concealer brush and a lippy, and then a sample of their Super Skin Nova. I haven't tried anything Vieve before, so this is the first time I'll be trying Vieve. For complexion, I have some Merit. I also picked up one of their new Solo shadows. And then I kind of want to try this YSL Make Me Blush liquid blush. I haven't tried it yet. It's not super brand new, but I saw Andreea, one of my favorite makeup artists, rave about it in her best of the year favorites, and I know a lot of people love this formula and I've never tried it, so I figure I'd give it a shot with a sample. I used to not be the biggest fan of liquid blushes, but now that my skin has been looking really good thanks to all of the skin treatments that I've been doing on it, I've been getting more into liquid cheek products. Sachu Beauty also sent me some lip stains, so I don't know if I'll be dabbling in that, but I have a brow and freckle stain. This should be interesting. I'm kind of scared to use this, but at the same time maybe I can just try it on camera with y'all. And then a peel off lip liner stain. Y'all know I love the Wonder Skin one. That's the only one I've tried. I haven't tried that one yet. I also got my hands on the new Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes eyeshadow palette. It's actually not new, but it did come out this past year, and I had been holding off on it because I told myself I did not need it. I do have the previous two releases, but when I saw that it was on sale at Sephora, and then that you could also get an additional 20% off, and I did let y'all know, if you're not following me on Instagram at MakeupEsquire, please do, and check out my stories because I try to give you the best deals when I see them. But because I was able to get like a double discount on this, that's what convinced me to bite the bullet. And so let me know if you have this palette. Do you enjoy it? Do you think it's just kind of overrated? There is mixed reviews on this palette. It's like a super controversial palette. Some people say it's not as good as its prior to Ethereal Eyes palettes, and they were disappointed in the shimmers. Other people say that it's just a different vibe, and that the mattes are really good, and a lot of people like the color story. So I'm excited to test that out today. Let's see how much we can get through. So I'll try to do my best to move quickly to try as many products as possible during this live. Also, for the first time, even though I've already showcased this brush, I haven't actually tried it. This is the new Rougher Times Andreea collaboration brush, and thank you so much to Refer for sending it to me, but I'm so excited to try this baby out for the first time. It's just been sitting here, such a tease, because like I said, I couldn't apply makeup this week, so I've just been applying my skincare and my tinted SPF all week long, nothing on my face, so super excited. I'm gonna go in first with the Ciele Prime and Protect SPF 30. It's a primer in SPF in 1, which is why I really like it, and it sits really nicely under makeup. So I know y'all have seen me pull this one out before. It's just a really great hybrid 2-in-1 product because I'm only gonna be wearing this makeup for a couple hours and then coming home and taking it off. I'm not really gonna be like outside or anything like that, it'll be dark in like 2 hours, then, you know, this should suffice. So how is everyone? Happy Sunday. It's good to see you all. I always say that this is the highlight of my week. I always look forward to this live. It just kind of energizes me for the week. And I have so much fun on here with y'all, talking about makeup, playing with makeup. My skin is getting really red as I touch it again because it's still healing. So supposedly the redness is a good sign that collagen is being produced. Hello, Kat. Welcome in, my moderator extraordinaire. Thank you for being here. Hey, Susan. You're loving the Makeup by Mario palette? Okay, I love that. Thank you for the feedback on that. You're pretty girly, says Heart8493. Welcome. Thank you so much for the compliment. Please go ahead and like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. There's only 8 likes and 62 of you watching, so help your girl out. Let's like that video and hit the subscribe button to join the fam here. Yes, I have, well, I think the Referent Andreea Ali brush is sold out, unfortunately, even though my background moderator posted the link. So sorry to be a tease if it's still sold out, which I think it is. Thank you so much for the gift, Nicole. I appreciate you. Hi, Kathy. You're so pretty. Tabitha Webb says, thank you so much. Hi, Ariana. Welcome. Hey, Heather, welcome in. I appreciate the floating heart. Nicole White, 3077. Hi, Malcolm Oliveira. What is available? Is it skincare, makeup, forgive me, says Kathy Graham. Kathy, here on my channel, we talk about all things skincare, beauty, makeup, hair, body care, perfume, pretty much everything girly. I am a makeup lover, so I get up on here on Sundays at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to do my makeup with you. So that's what we're talking about today, and I have some new goodies to test out. Hey, Stacy, how are you? Thank you. I am classic for the gift, even though it's a little happy poop or two. Thank you. I appreciate you. That little emoji is so funny to me. It's like the second time somebody has sent me that happy poop. Okay, should we try this brow stain, y'all? I'm scared, but I got this in from Sacheu. Has anyone tried this? You know who else has a brow stain? Wonder Skin. And they, oh, ×4. Thank you for more happy poops. Thank you. I am classic 2078. I did not club this weekend. I stayed home like the homebody that I am. Hi, Sonia. How are you? Thank you for joining. Finally alive, I want to watch, says Angel Eyes 94. Thank you. Welcome in. Please get those likes up. Let's get those likes to match the viewers. There's 53 of you here watching on YouTube and only 19 likes. Everybody go ahead and give me a like, please, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I am classic for the flower. I'm flattered. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say that Wonder Skin has kindly sent me, they are always so good to me, and they send me PR, and this is also, it doubles for as like a freckle tint. Thank you so much. I am classic for another floating heart. 2 floating hearts. Thank you. Thank you for the compliment. Okay, my favorite cereal of all time. That's a tough one. Oh my gosh. I don't know if I have one. I like all like the sugary stuff though. Give me like Cocoa Pebbles, Reese's like Puffs, anything like that. Those like honeycomb ones, like I never used to really get those when I was a kid because my mom was always really good about like not having super sugary cereals around. But I think that's why probably I have such a sweet tooth. Oh, okay, so this doesn't look as intimidating as I thought because it's actually pretty cool. It's, well, okay, so to finish my thought, Wonder Skin always, thank you so much for the happy poop. I'm classic. Yeah, I do like chocolate. Anything chocolate, send my way. Hey, Shannon. So Wonder Skin sends me a lot of PR. Let me see if I can grab the one from Wonderskin. But they have a brow tint as well. And I've never used it because, I don't know, I just find brow tints to sound pretty intimidating. Oh, see? So this is a Wonder Blading Brow Stain and Go Mask. And right now, by the way, I don't have anything on my skin. Hey, Sandra, welcome in. Other than the Ciele thing that I just put on, the primer and SPF in one. So this is the one by Wonderskin. So I would say Sacheu and Wonderskin are kind of like rival brands in the beauty world because they come out with like really similar products. I'm a little bit more biased towards Wonderskin because they've just always been so supportive of my channel, and I truly genuinely love their eyeliners and their lip liners. They last forever. But this is kind of intimidating, isn't it? This brow stain by Wonderskin. So you probably like paint this thing on and let it sit, and it probably like really stains. It's the Brow Stain and Go. So maybe I will try that at some point. So they sent me this, but I've never tried it before. But this one by Sacheu looks a little bit more user-friendly. It's dual-sided. And so on one side, it has that little like freckle thing that we might try out. I have like natural freckles anyway, so I usually like, I bought freckle pens and stuff before, but I never end up using them. But this one has like a spoolie end, so it just seems like maybe it'll just be like a little bit less messy than that other one from Wonderskin. But let's get started on a little bit of a brow. I like to get up on here with my brows done already, but today, of course, I'm always like running around before this live, like racing to get my hair dry. I'm using the Gucci. This one I was raving about last live when I came here with my eyebrows already done, but this is the Gucci Crayon Definition Sourcils, the powder eyebrow pencil, and I have it in the shade 4. And I was telling y'all how just impressed I am by this brow product. It's a really unique one on the market. And it makes your brows look more voluminous without being like a fibrous product. It just looks like kind of like a powdery brow pencil. Well, it doesn't really look powdery, but it just looks like an average brow pencil, yet it really delivers, like when it comes to just a quick brow to throw on. It's really easy and user-friendly. You see that, how easy that was to fill that brow in? And then the spoolie on the other side to just kind of like brush it through is so easy. Look at how quick that brow is, that I'm usually like sitting here taking way longer to do my brow. Ooh, your Gucci pencil's almost near the end. Get you a backup, girl. So I linked these both on my stories the other day. You can find these Gucci eyebrow pencils on my Shop My. I'm linking the links to the products that I'm mentioning in the chat. If anybody is interested in shopping, thank you so much for going through my links. I can get a small commission at no additional cost to you if you support my channel through my links, and every penny goes back into my channel. This is the other Gucci brow pencil that I mistakenly said during my last live was discontinued, because that's what I thought, but it's not. Okay, this one is the other Gucci brow pencil. So Gucci has 2 brow pencils, okay? So don't get them twisted. One of them is the one that I just used on my right eyebrow. It's just like a non-precise, like quick pencil that is like a powder in a pencil, okay? This is for you if you want just like to slap on a brow and go, if you're always in a rush like me. If you want to be more precise and do hair-like strokes, then get yourself the Gucci Stylo A Sourcils waterproof. This is the high precision natural finish eyebrow pen. It's not an eyebrow pen, but it's called that. And I have it in the shade 3, but 3 or so. It's interesting because I got this one in the shade 3. There's Amazon dropping off a package at my front door right now, so if my dogs go crazy, forgive me. I got this one in the shade 3 and this one in the shade 4. Shade 3 is a slightly warmer tone brown than shade 4. Shade 4 is like a more granite type of cool tone brown, but they both work for me. I was blonde for 10 years, so I used to like go with a little bit more of like a warmer tone brown for my brows. So I still have some brow products from that time. Okay, good. My dogs did not hear the Amazon man. And I'm excited because the Amazon delivery man, I think, just delivered my curtains. I don't know if y'all have seen in my stories that I have rods put up, but no curtains. I try to like hide. Do you see in the background there? Now that I'm pointing them out, that's all you're gonna see probably. But like, I'm so self-conscious of that in my content because I can't stand the way it looks. But I've had the rods put up forever and I just have not pulled trigger on actual curtains to hang. One, because I did try out some white ones and they just didn't work out. So then I had to return them and it's just a whole pain in the ass thing. Like you have to like get them hemmed to be the right like length. First world problems, I know, homeowner problems, but like curtains are just expensive. You have to get the right like texture, you have to get the right color, you have to get the right length, and if not, you have to hem them. But finally I was like, I'm sick of looking at these rods without curtains. I'm gonna do it because like I hate looking at the rods without the curtains. I hate when they pop up on my content. I'm like doing a story, it just looks so ghetto in my background. So anyway, those are the two brows done, and I hope y'all saw how like, I don't know, like I just really love these two Gucci brow pens, pencils. They each have a space in my collection. This one is just really fine and precise and just, yeah, either 3 or 4 works for me. This is, like I said, is 3. This is 4. I don't know if you can see that the 3 has a slightly warmer undertone, but if we're skin twins, either works for me. So love the Gucci brow products. Shout out to Gucci for making really great brow products. And then this brow stain, I know I was gonna try it maybe at the end, but because it has a spoolie, I kind of like to just like run it through my brows towards the end for a product like that with a spoolie, because we're gonna be like powdering and all of that. So let's go in with this Merit. This is the Uniform Tinted Mineral Sunscreen, Broad Spectrum SPF 45. Haven't tried this one, but it has 15% zinc oxide. We love that here on this channel. Like I said, I have been crazy about SPF these days because of the laser treatments that I've been doing. And so anything that has added SPF, count me in, sign me up. So this is so I love the fact that this has an active ingredient of 15. So I don't know if, let me know if any of y'all have tried this product here from Merit. I like to take my palette to avoid getting my like hands dirty if I can, but let's just like squeeze a little bit of this out. And give this a shot. Why don't we use one of the new BK Beauty brushes that I just got in the mail. Shout out to BK Beauty for sending these. If y'all are interested in my V-neck, I have it in so many colorways. I love it so much. I think I showed y'all the other day I was wearing one. I don't know if it was this exact color or a different color. I think I meant to put on the brown one, but I grabbed the green one today. Oh well, it looked brown in my closet because it was dark at the time. So these are the 3. They're the 114, the 115, and then the 116. So this was like an extension to their already existing shapes that they have in their collection in like similar, in just different, so they have like similar shaped brushes already, but they wanted to kind of fill in the gaps to come out with like in between sizes is my understanding for this trio. And you can shop BK Beauty directly on their website, which I have linked on my Instagram stories right now. This is kind of hard to get out of the package, y'all. Sorry, y'all. You're gonna watch me struggle through this. Or you can shop BK Beauty on Ulta. So I have links to both. Okay, I need to get scissors for reinforcement before I give myself like a paper cut. yeah, so you can shop BK Beauty on Ulta or on their website directly. They have really great customer service. It's women owned. They just hit their 1 millionth order. I saw them celebrating that on their social media, which is like amazing for them, because I remember the company literally started out of Lisa J's living room over COVID. It was like her and her husband that started this company. So it's always nice to see a success story like that. All right, now that we got those out, here are the shapes. Y'all know I love my natural hair brushes, but I've always said that there's always going to be a space for synthetic brushes in my collection. I love this one. This one is their larger foundation brush, the 101. This one is great to just like slap on foundation and go. The only downside to this one is it can be a little bit large sometimes for like precision. Yes, it has like, you know, this contoured shape where I could still get, like I could flip it and use that precise side, you know, for like my temple area. But like, you know, to get into like the small precise areas, maybe not so ideal. So that's why they came out with this other one that's like a medium size one. They have like a smaller version of this one that I love using for my cream blush. So it's really nice to have like an in-between size. Love like synthetic products for like my cream products. So if I use this liquid blush today, you know, that would be a good brush to use for that. Or even this one that is similar. It just has a rounded ferrule. But this one's good for foundation too, liquid blush, whatever. So many different uses, but this one's the one I was most excited about. As you can see, both sides are synthetic, but for some reason, I guess they wanted to make like this differentiation between the tones and the fibers, probably because they wanted you to be able to use one side to apply your liquid products, like liquid concealer, and then the other side to pack on your powder, which is really nice to have both sides like that. So one side might just be like a little bit less fluffy. It's kind of like the Nikki LaRose, the volume 1. She has like a dual-sided type of thing like that too. So sorry if I'm missing any comments, y'all. I am trying to like go through this pretty quickly since we have a lot to talk about. I'm seeing that people are getting muted, so please keep it, you know, PG here and be nice so that we don't have to mute people. I don't like muting people on my content. We Virgos are picky about everything. Thank you, Carmela's Gaming. Hey, Curdy Low Bubble. Oh, Ray of Sunshine, you bought curtains and you're not sure if you like them, so you understand what I mean. Yes, right? Okay, so I'm going to... If y'all, you love, yeah, your freckles, Shannon. Yeah, freckles are so cute, right? Oh, thanks for letting us know, Kat, that Natasha's foundations are on sale at Ulta. Hopefully, maybe we can link that via my Shop My. Natasha Denona foundation on sale at Ulta. So anyways, maybe I can share with y'all the curtain situation if anybody's interested in that journey. I don't know if anybody's interested in that, but like I do tend to like interior decor and stuff like that. I just don't like paying for it because it's pricey. Okay, so let's see if I picked a good shade in this Merit. I kind of just blindly bought the shade that I thought would work for me. What shade is this? This is the shade 20. It's made in the USA. Interesting. Okay. Interestingly enough, I didn't go in with a primer. I typically always go in with a primer. I've been liking this Topicals one. This one's like a very like silicone-y primer, but like that's why it doesn't really play with a lot of formulas. You see how it's like balling up like that? That's how you know it's not going to play well with whatever is underneath it. So that I have to switch up the type of primer that I'm using to one that has less silicones in it. So if you're finding that you're having trouble with some like getting that pilling, It just might be the type of product that you're using. So like if I switch it up and use maybe like this Prada primer with less silicones, it doesn't ball up as much. Also like pressing it into your skin helps as well. So anyway, I'm just gonna put a little bit of primer on and then keep it moving because I kind of just like really want to test out how this skin tint works without a primer underneath. Has a nice light to medium coverage. Has anybody tried this one by Merit? The Uniform is what it's called. And again, my shade that I picked up is shade 20. There's the Natasha Denona foundation linked for y'all. If y'all want to check out that on sale, thank you, Kat, for the heads up. So like I said, I like working off of a palette in front of me so that I can add on the foundation little by little and build it up, as opposed to like we see a lot of girlies on Instagram kind of like, you know, squeeze out the product on their face or like squeeze some on the brush. I don't like that method because it's harder to get like an even application. So to get an even application, I like to squeeze it out on a palette and then use my finger and kind of like thin it out like that, you see? And then you can dab it with your fingers. Or, you know what I've been meaning to test out more that I've just been forgetting is here, is this Refer. This one is the spatula prototype. So right now you can pay what you want. Thank you so much for the gift, Mr. Greenleaf the Dawn. I wonder what GLHF stands for. If anybody knows, let me know. So this one is on Refer right now. And I'll try to link it for y'all, but this one's the spatula. Okay, so you can pay what you want right now on the Refer website for this one. I paid like $6 for shipping, $5.99, and you know, you can even pay like $0 for this. It's kind of weird that they do that, to be honest with you. But like, I guess some people want to pay more to like support Refer. I don't know. But yeah, so this is interesting. It seems like this type of brush is pretty trendy right now, this like spatula type of brush. Tati Beauty came out with synthetic brushes and she has one that's dual-sided, like a foundation brush that has like a spatula end on it. I guess I heard Morphe, my girl Heather on here said Morphe just came out with one that is like a spatula type one like that too. Patrick Taw has recently come out with one that's on Sephora's website. It's like a dual-sided. A lot of them have like a spatula on one side, and then on the other side they have like a brush that looks more like this, so that you can like paint on the foundation to get like that even application, and then flip the brush around and then just kind of like really pack in the foundation. My lashes are fire, Parker. Thank you so much. They're Lashify. You can get 20% off the entire Lashify website by using my link. And last week I actually showed y'all how I applied these lashes. Thank you so much for the gift, Mr. Greenleaf the Dawn, of 100 points. I appreciate you. There's the spatula foundation brush, y'all, right now at Refer. You can literally pay like $6 for shipping and get this at no cost. You could pay $0 for this spatula brush. So I don't know why you would not click on that link. I don't even know if I would like get any commission on that, but I don't care. I'm like gonna tell you all the deals because I want you to save coin. But yeah, so I'm just going in here and using the rest of this. Okay, so right now I'm pretty pale. I don't have like any self tan on that I oftentimes have. So that's why this shade is like looking a little deeper than my neck, but it's okay. I don't really mind it because I think it'll be a perfect match when I am a little bit deeper. And I can just lighten it up with concealer. So that looks nice so far. Of course, I'll have to like do a wear test to see if I like it. But as far as application goes, I love the fact that it has mineral SPF 45. So far, so good. Hey, Clarissa. Okay, so Vieve, They gave me the option to like try out a few products. One of them was the Super Skin Nova, which I actually didn't end up getting. Supposedly this is like a very lightweight, like very slightly tinted kind of face product. It can be used kind of like a primer and like a skincare kind of skincare product in one. I think you can like even mix it with a higher coverage foundation. Because my skin leans more oily, I tend to kind of stray away from like super glowy products like this, but it's really nice that they included this as a sample, so I'll be testing that out. And I ended up picking up a synthetic little concealer brush. I have a ton of these that I just love concealer brushes. I love brushes in general. I'm such a brush lover. I actually collect brushes, so I cannot have enough brushes in my collection. It just, they bring me so much joy. So I just figured I wanted to try a concealer brush rather than risk getting something that like I wouldn't like. And then I really wanted to try their Poutder. So I'm excited to get into that. Maybe we can just put that on right now because I'm like, I can't wait. So this is, there's been so many concealers coming out right now too, y'all, that I'm kind of like overwhelmed with what to pick up. And before we go on any further, I do kind of want to fill in my hairline because it like bothers me that it looks like a little bit bald right there. So I love using this Color Wow. This is in the shade dark brown. It's like the like a root filler. I'll try to link this as well. I'm always using this. If I'm not using this on camera, trust me, I've already applied it. But it just makes the biggest difference. But it's these little details, y'all, that are so slight, but to me they make the biggest. Like, look at that. Now I don't look so bald right there. I have a lot of hair, so I don't really like feel like I'm balding necessarily, but like, I don't know why, for some reason, just like right here, I don't know if I'm just like noticing it more. I know for a fact that like when I wear hats, it tends to like be worse, like the more consistent I am about hats. So because I do use like a hat every day that I walk my dogs, I suspect that that's why, because like the hat like rubs up on that. So anyway, yeah, you can't have it all, right? If it's not one thing, it's another. So I highly recommend picking up this like Color Wow. When I do my like slick back buns that I do for work oftentimes, and you have like these hairs that like you can kind of tell, like it just looks like you're balding, but like maybe you're not balding, or maybe you are balding, who knows? But like either way, this little brush that comes with it and everything is like dual-sided, so you have like a more wispy side and then like a more dense side. Please don't spam the chat or you're gonna get muted. Nobody wants to see that. But they have all different shades for any tone of hair that you have. I love how like compact it is, so it's like super easy to throw in your purse and go. Highly recommend that one. Okay. All right. Hey, Kieran. That's why you part your hair a certain way. You got to try that out, girl. Hey, Elizabeth, welcome. Happy to have you here. Ooh, Supergoop is 30% off at Ulta. You know, Supergoop recently sent me some PR too. There's a link to Color Wow as well. I love Color Wow, that Color Wow product. And their hair products. Color Wow hair products are amazing in general. Like, you can't go wrong. I just used that Color Wow, I used Color Wow hair products before coming on here today. The brand of, thank you so much, Sammy. The brand of eyelashes that I have is Lashify. So I have a ton of content showing you how I apply my lashes by myself at home. It's a DIY lash extension system. And I wear them 24/7. They've changed my life. I do not go ever without them. And you can get 20% off the entire Lashify website by going through my link. And I use their glue. It's really easy once you get the hang of it. So highly recommend that. Thank you so much for the compliments. Yeah, if I use permanent marker, I don't have to redo my brows every day. Oh, it's 50% off for only a few shades. Oh, of the Danessa Myrix cap. Okay. Okay, let's keep it moving. So before we go on, I do want to try this Vieve Poutder. Okay, so I got the shade Ripple. Thank you so much, Ayla Marie, for complimenting my hair. Okay, so this is Vieve, okay? The Vieve Poutder. I've never tried anything Vieve. I usually do my complexion before I go in and do my lips, y'all. But I can't wait. I still have to finish my complexion. Please go ahead and like the live and subscribe to my channel, everyone. Thank you for being here and joining and watching. Let me know if you're a fan of Vieve. It's a brand founded by makeup artist Jamie Genevieve that I've been watching forever. She's an amazing Scottish makeup artist. The only complaint that I have about Vieve, because I've heard that all her products are amazing, is how difficult it is for her to get here in the United States. Like, you have to go through, like, I don't know, either her website directly or like one of those websites from overseas, like Space NK, I think. Or that other one, Selfridges, I think, maybe. Maybe one day she'll come to Sephora and Ulta. And by she, I mean her brand. So it gives kind of like a powdery finish. You see that? But it doesn't feel drying on the lips. It feels really lightweight. Interesting. It's a very interesting formula. It's quite different than anything I've tried. You know, Violet FR has some similar ones. They look to be similar. I don't have any personally, but let me know if anybody has tried those Violet FR. Like powdery. They've been in my cart. I mean, on my Sephora wish list for so long, and I haven't pulled trigger on those by Violet FR. But I really want to try them. I think Dior also had a formula like this, right? In like a liquid lip. I want to say Dior had a similar one. That's really pretty though, isn't it, y'all? Okay, of course I want to get my Tinted KQ12S. This is my favorite brush of all time. And that says a lot because I have so many brushes. But look, I love using this sharp Natural Hair Kolinsky handmade, hand-bundled brush to clean up the lines. It makes such a big difference. I'm taking a little bit of this Nars Soft Matte Complete Concealer in the shade Ginger. I love this Tinted KQ12S. You can use it in so many ways. I always have it handy to do this. There's the Vieve link. We just spelled Vieve wrong, but Vieve is V-I-E-V-E. But there's a link to shop. I think that's a non-affiliate link too, because I think I don't get any commission on that one. Unless there's like a glitch. When I looked it up, Shop My said I got 0 commission. So just FYI. Doesn't that look so much cleaner now that I cleaned up around the lip? Right, y'all? It really highlights your lips well, says Parker. Thank you. Pretty. Look at that, y'all. Wow. Cute, right? Yeah, a lip liner can clean it up too. Kieran, you're right. Let's try a lip liner. But I just kind of wanted to show y'all that you don't need a lip liner with this product, right? I want to be careful about the lip liner that I use. This is like a very unique shade. So I want to kind of like stay with the undertone. Let's see. I'm looking through my lip liners here. Oh, that one's not bad. This one's Chantecaille's Natural Lip Liner. That's the tone. It doesn't need much cleaning up, though. Now that I kind of cleaned it up with concealer. Right? Cute. Okay, love that. Wow. I like that a lot. What I was saying, y'all, was that there's been so many concealer releases lately. I'm overwhelmed. Charlotte Tilbury, thank you, Kat. Charlotte Tilbury came out with a new concealer. Prada came out with a new concealer. Chanel came out with a new concealer. And I'm tempted by all of them. I've been watching reviews and people say that the Prada and the Chanel are similar. But regardless of the feedback that people are giving, they ultimately say that if they had to pick one, it would be the Chanel. Like, it seems like the Chanel concealer beats out the Prada based on the feedback I've seen ever so slightly. So, I don't know. I'm tempted to get the new Chanel concealer. I'm tempted, like I said, by all of them. I definitely don't need more concealers in my collection because I need to get through the ones that I already have. By the way, I think that this is the best release of 2025. Speaking of concealers, I absolutely love and adore this. I think this is probably my top favorite concealer in my collection and of all time, probably. I do really love the Chanel Sublimage Concealer. I have it in the shade 40. This one's probably a runner-up for my favorite of all time. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's just a little bit of a different like finish. So this one is a slightly more like soft matte finish, the one by Estee Lauder. And that Chanel one you can definitely feel has like skincare ingredients and it's very moisturizing. So if you have more like dry leaning skin, I would recommend the Chanel one, the Sublimage. I love Sarah Creel as well. Definitely has really nice skincare, you know, ingredients in this one as well because it's nice and moisturizing. But there's just something about the Estee Lauder one that I personally just absolutely adore. And it just does it for me every time. Like I said, it has a soft matte finish and it's just so good. I also really love the Westman Atelier concealer as well. My complaint with the Westman Atelier one is that it like leans a little bit yellow, like a little warm on me. I've tried 2 shades and they both do that, even though they claim to be like more neutral, but it still is fine because like for some reason, like it still ends up looking great because it kind of like brightens and balances everything well. And sometimes I want that yellowy leaning undertone because, you know, that kind of counteracts, you know, warm tones kind of act like those cooler tones that we sometimes want to disguise underneath the eyes. So that's why I don't know if y'all remember that iconic photo that I think it was Makeup by Mario that did Kim Kardashian's makeup, and she had like, I think it was a Nars product, like a stick, yellowy, like stick concealer that he had like underneath her eyes and like in the middle of her T-zone. And everybody went crazy for that product for a while because of that. And everybody was like doing yellowy undertone, like under eye products. Anyway, yeah, I sometimes just use a little bit of this Haus Labs concealer because it has a little bit of peachy undertone. So I like to color correct around the mouth area. Also love this Haus Labs one. But because I only have it in this like peachy leaning undertone, I tend to need to grab another concealer along with it to brighten up more. I love the Gucci concealer as well, but it's more lightweight. So it's a gorgeous formula if you don't want something very heavy underneath the eyes. Highly recommend that Gucci one. It's underrated. Okay, so that's a nice little bit of concealer. Cool. And I like this little concealer brush, actually. This one's nice. It's nice and soft. It's synthetic. It's a good little shape, so it's easy for me to get into these smaller nooks and crannies. It has good bend to it. Like I say, I have so many brushes, so I'm kind of a self-proclaimed brush connoisseur. I have a lot to compare to, so I can immediately tell if I'm going to like a brush or not. And I do like that one by Vieve. All right, cool. So those are the two Vieve products. What else do we have? Oh, I wanted to test this out. This is the YSL Make Me Blush. Who has the YSL Make Me Blush liquid blushes? Like I said, I'm usually not like a liquid blush girly, which is why I've held off. But I've been dabbling in them more now that I have kind of been, you know, fixing my skin. I think this shade 44 will go well with my look today. This is their iconic Nude Lavallier shade. Sounds like my neighbors are having a grand old time. My window's open so you can hear them. Oh, you have them and like them, Clarissa? Love that. Okay, let's see. Okay. Trying to see how I want to use this because it's like a sample pack. So I'm going to take a little bit on my finger. Okay. And I'm taking this BK 115. Pretty. Ooh, that's pretty. A little bit goes a long way. That one pops on your skin lovely. Shannon, you have this one? Hey, Mary, welcome. Oh, you have them and they're not your favorite cat? Interesting. Oh, the concealer brush, Clarissa, reminds you of the Prada concealer brush. I don't have that Prada one. Interesting. I'll have to check that one out. Thank you so much, Aggie. Thank you, Lucy. Thank you, Antino. Abdu, I'm not a model, but thank you for the compliment. Oh, Clarissa, you don't like the Estee Lauder concealer? Nor does the Westman Atelier. Maybe you have really dry skin. Do you have extra dry skin? Because I've heard that feedback about those for people that have really dry skin. Thank you, Slimy. Ooh, Heather got the new Chanel concealer. And you said it's beautiful. I have no doubts. Thanks for the feedback on that. Definitely getting the Prada, says Shannon. Probably getting the new Chanel as well. There's a link for the Chantecaille lip definer I used in the shade Natural. Thank you, Michael, for the compliment on my hair. If you want to see what I look like, Pothead Chronicles, start the live from the beginning. You can rewatch it when I upload it because I started out with no makeup at all. Yeah, Kieran, I'm with you. I love lip liners. I have so many. Thank you, Scott, for compliments. Parker. I'm trying to catch up with the comments, y'all. Oh, Susan says, I bought all the Violet FR she's released and I didn't like any of them. They're not pigmented enough for my lips. Interesting. I wonder if this will... Wow, Susan, because they look like they would have a lot of pigment on them. I wonder if this formula would be pigmented enough for you. Yeah, I did use a foundation brush, Sophia. The foundation brush that I used today is the 116 by BK Beauty. Thank you so much for the gifts, Myrna. 8484. I appreciate you. It does look powdery, right? But that's the vibe. The shade is Ripple. The lipstick looks beautiful on you, says Clarissa. Thank you. Thank you, Delphine. Thank you, Nola, for the makeup brush. What a pretty shade. People are liking the lippy. I'm pretty, says Brianna. Thank you. My hair is pretty. What lip color? Okay, the lip color is the Vieve Poutder in the shade Ripple. Please like and subscribe. And thank you, Sir King, for reminding everybody to like and subscribe. Delphine says I need to try that. Ayla, okay, thank you for the compliments. Okay, thank you, Nola, again for the gift. Thank you, Myrna, for the gift. I appreciate you sending me gifts. Rocio, thank you for the makeup brush. Good to see you, girlfriend. That blush looks so good on you. Thank you. Thank you for the compliments on my eyelashes, Gil. They're Lashify. You can get 20% off the entire website. And I have a lot of videos teaching you how I do my own eyelashes. Oh, that blush pulls slightly peach on you, Shannon. Interesting. The blush is the perfect color with the lips, Stacy. I'm glad you think so because I was worried if it would match. Madeline, how do I make my face so clear? Thank you. Girl, it's been a journey with my skin. Hey, Stephanie, welcome. Yeah, for concealers, it does depend a lot on how your skin reacts to it. So true. Maybe if you are more on the dry side, the CeraCreole might work better on you because this is more geared toward like women that are 40 and up. And although I don't like to put a age limit on makeup, I think our skin tends to get more dry as we age. So I think people with dry skin appreciate having that moisture in the CeraCreole concealer. Oh, Stacy, you like the Chantecaille, the Westman Atelier, and the Victoria Beckham. I love that. Chantecaille has a beautiful one, right? It's, if you're talking about this one, the Chantecaille Le Camouflage Stylo is gorgeous underneath the eyes. It has light coverage, but it's incredibly perfecting. It lays so nicely over wrinkles, and it really, like, it doesn't crease. Like, it's crazy. It really has minimal creasing. That Chantecaille one. The Le Camouflage Stylo by Chantecaille is beautiful. I have not tried the Victoria Beckham one. Hi, Stephanie. Welcome in. I'm well, thank you. How are you? Sorry, y'all. I have to remove this comment real quick that my moderators are sleeping on. Just kidding. Okay. Thank you, Heat, for that nice comment. I'm just trying to stay with the community guidelines here. Not that I like muting people, y'all, but I just don't want my channel to get flagged. Hey, twin, you so cutie. Welcome in. Yes, Clarissa, that Chantecaille one. Hopefully I can link it for you here. Le Camouflage Stylo by Chantecaille. If my background moderator can find this link on my ShopMy, I will link it. If we miss any links as I'm going, I'm going to link everything when I finish this live once I'm back from church, I promise. If I don't get to it before church. Delete a few comments above, says Mary. I saw one that I deleted. I don't know if I missed any other ones. Thank you so much, Stacy, for the compliment on my skin. You just subscribed, Myrna? Let's go. Thank you. Yeah, both sink into my fine lines. Skin isn't dry, but I do have very fine lines. Everybody has fine lines underneath our eyes, y'all. Everybody does. What was I gonna say? Ooh, thank you for the gift, Mason. 2026. Hell yeah. Sent a New Year's Eve gift. Love that. Sorry, y'all. I have ADD and I'm very open about it. And sometimes I lose my train of thought as I'm in the middle of a sentence. So if I'm like starting to say something and I lose my thought, please like don't hesitate to remind me of what I was saying. My favorite day of the week is probably Saturday, to be honest. Thank you so much, Teresa. Yeah, I just, you know, I try not to mute people because I want everybody to feel comfortable saying what they want to say here. But there's just certain words that YouTube does not like and they have bots in the background. And I just, yeah, anyway. Okay, let's keep it going. So, skin is looking really good, actually. Thank you for the compliments on my skin. I've just, yeah, it's been a journey with my skin and it continues to be. This Friday, I'm doing my laser skin treatments all over again. So I'm very highly anticipating that. So stay tuned. I'm going in with this BK Beauty 114 that I'm excited to try for under eye setting powder. And it's perfect for this step, just as I thought it would be. Just as I thought it would be. Actually, I'm glad I accidentally pulled out this green cardigan instead of the brown one that I thought I was pulling out because it'll, I don't know, I guess we could do maybe a greenish eyeshadow look with the Makeup by Mario palette. Like I said, I thought this shade was brown in bad lighting. Because I also have the brown version. This one's by Jenny Kane, if anybody's interested. It's so cozy. I've linked it before. And they have it in a ton of shades. Yeah, see this triangle shape right here? It gets right into the areas where you want to powder in your T-zone. Love that. I just used a little bit of eyeshadow primer, but I need to like only use this off camera, y'all, because for some reason, I guess like it doesn't exist anymore. This is the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. It's a good one, but the Nars one is just as good. It's just an eyeshadow primer. I like the Rare Beauty one too, but I think I like the Nars one better. Okay, so I have the Merit Single. Okay. No, Sarah. Well, Sarah. Okay, so the Huda Beauty Easy Bake is my absolute favorite loose powder. If you're not new to my channel, you know how obsessed I am with this Easy Bake. Okay, I love it, love it, love it. Okay, this is my all-time favorite loose powder. I know she just came out with this powder in a compact, and I want it. I'm not gonna lie, I want it. So that's on my list too. But I have a lot of compact powders right now, and I'm just like, I want all the new makeup releases, y'all. I do. I genuinely do. It's just that I have to like tell myself that unless it's on sale, I just have to like take it easy. Okay, this is funny. Y'all, listen to this pickup line. Are you a library book? Because I'm checking you out hard and I'm already overdue for some quality time with you. I give it up to you. I don't even, your username is so hard, is going to be really hard to pronounce, but IOHeylube FR4433. Shout out to you for making me laugh. Y'all are so funny in here. Let's rate that pickup line, y'all. Okay, so this is the Merit Solo Shadow in Palladium. Okay, I already own and love 4 of these Merit Solo Shadows. They first launched matte formulas, okay? So these are all the shades I have. Vachetta, Studio, Mid-Century, and Brune, okay? Don't look at my nails. I have to redo them. Now that I say that, y'all are going to be looking at them. But I cannot stand chipped nails. And I just started to like chip them. And I meant to, that's another thing I wanted to do before getting up on here live that I didn't have a chance to do. Okay, so those Merit shadows, like I said, they came out in matte pot formulas first. Welcome from Bangladesh. And now they have released ones that have shimmers in them. Thank you so much, Sarah, for the compliment on my makeup. And so I wanted to try one out. Has anyone tried these new Merit Solo Shadows? Y'all, I highly recommend these brushes that you can get on the Fude Bobo website. I have a link with Fude Bobo. For these types of cream formulas, whether you're using like a pot cream formula like I am right now, these Merit pots, or whether you're using like cream stick eyeshadows, which I have been using the heck out of my like Victoria Beckham cream stick shadows lately, just for like a super easy, you know, like 1 and done, 2 and done eyeshadow look. These particular brushes are great because they are natural hair brushes that you can get on, like I said, Fude Bobo's website. This series right here is a combination of, I think it's, I want to say Pine Squirrel. I want to say it's like Pine Squirrel and Weasel. But you see how it's like not super soft. So the hairs themselves are really soft, but they give structure. So they don't feel prickly on the skin, yet they can pick up product, like cream product, and they can really move around that cream product. Ihodo has some too that are similar. Okay, so that one is great. I love using this big paddle brush as like a 1 and done with my Chanel single shadows. I've mentioned that before. And then the Chikuhodo and Bobo collaboration brushes. These are Weasel and Goat hair mix, so a little bit less like stiff, if you will, than these other ones, but equally as great. And these are the ones that I reach for when I am doing like, when I'm using formulas that like are a little bit harder to pick up, and they're going to be easier to pick up, for instance, than other types of natural hair fibers, like fully squirrel hair, like the Sonia G Crease 2, or like this one by Fude Bobo and Chikuhodo, which I love, the SO3, which is a mix of squirrel hair and goat hair. So I just, you know, there's a time and place for more stiff feeling brushes, but still soft. Like stiff kind of makes it sound like it's going to be pokey, but that's the beauty of these, is that they're still super soft on the skin, but they have the ability to like really pick up and move around these creamy products. So I just wanted to mention that your tools matter. So if something's not giving you the effect that you want it to give, try switching out your brushes. Thank you so much, woman. Stop oppressing men. Great name. Great handle. Wow, there's been a lot of, okay, interesting comments. Okay, so I'm trying out this. So I picked up like, I guess like the more champagne-y one. They have this one in a few shades. These solo shadows that Merit just released. So you see how that brush just picks that up really easily? This is the Bobo Chikuhodo S-04. And it has like that little pointed shape to it, which is great for getting into these precise areas of the eye. This is amateur hour on YouTube, says Stephanie. Thank you for the floating heart gift, Mason. I appreciate you. Oh, there's no more late charges at your local library, Kieran? Great, good to know. Well, actually, doesn't really affect me because you're in Canada. Oh my gosh, I want that foam grip powder too, Stephanie. I am not on Huda Beauty's PR list, but I wish I were. I want that so badly. I wanted to see if you can buy it like on her website, but I bet you she's just sending it out as PR. My library books are actually overdue, says Kieran. Oh, you got the sartorial color Merit Solo Shadow, and I love it, says Clarissa. I had the hardest time picking which shade I wanted to get in this, trust me. I could have chosen, you know, more than one shade, but like Merit only let me choose like 3 products. So I chose to get the face wash, and then I chose to get the, which is right here actually. And then I chose to get this skin tint and then one of the solo shadows. Because if I had chosen more than one shade in the solo shadow, then I wouldn't have been able to pick, you know, these other 2. So that's how a lot of times gifting works, is like they limit the amount of products that you pick. But at least they let you pick. So I'm not complaining either way. I'm very grateful regardless. But it's cool. It's like this bi-phase Great Skin Double Cleanse Face Wash. So the double cleanse situation got me. Let me know if anybody's tried this by Merit. Look at how cool it looks. And look at the pump. So supposedly it comes out in like a foam. I'm so excited to try this. This actually looks like a delicious drink. I like want to, doesn't it make you like want to drink it? Like, doesn't it look like coffee? It says shake well and apply 3 to 4 pumps onto dry or wet skin. Massage in circular motions for 30 seconds and rinse thoroughly with warm water. Gentle enough for both AM and PM use. So excited for that. Okay. So there's that Merit Solo Shadow. What y'all think? I don't know if it's going to be my favorite, to be honest with you. I don't know. Like certain products, I feel like emphasize my wrinkles, and because I have a hooded eye, a lot of them tend to crease on me, even though y'all saw me use an eyeshadow primer. So I don't know if these are going to be my favorite, to be honest. I don't like when like the texture on my eyelids is emphasized, and a lot of these products I feel do that. I had to return the Makeup by Mario matte cream eyeshadows for that same reason. I just felt like it was creasing and it looked dry on. I don't have dry skin. That's the trip about it. But for some reason, I don't know like why sometimes things look a little bit dry on my eyelids. One example of that is the Kulfi ones. When I tried these by themselves, I didn't really like the effect, but I wanted to film a short on this actually, because the other day I first put on a Victoria Beckham stick eyeshadow. Specifically, I put on the shade Caramel, which is like a really pretty, like bronzy. Look at that. It's almost like the eyeliner in the shade Cinnamon. So first I put Caramel all over the eyelid and kind of like blended it out like a one and done. It's perfect for that. And then I took this Kulfi shadow in the shade Bronze Brocade, and I took it on a brush like this. And you see, at first I was like, oh, I don't know if this is gonna work, because this Kulfi formula is like more wet. And then I put it on, hello, love you too, welcome. And I put it on top of that Victoria Beckham shadow stick like this on my eyelids. And then I was like, y'all, this is gonna crease like throughout the day. It's not gonna stay put. It did not crease, y'all. It stayed on all day and it was beautiful. Look at that. So I was stoked that I found a new way to use. Look at that. Look at that shift. Isn't that gorgeous? That all over the eyelid, it just looks wet. Like it just gleams from different like angles. It just looks multi-dimensional. Like it's beautiful together. So I'm like really stoked that I found that combination. Like this isn't even, the camera's not doing it justice. It looks so pretty. So I'm stoked to show that to y'all. Isn't that pretty? It's like that beautiful bedroom eyes. Okay, I'm getting like chatty and I'm never gonna finish this eye look. You returned the liquid eyeshadows too by Makeup by Mario, Clarissa. They looked awful, right? And I see so many people using them and I'm like confused. I thought it was just me, but they just did not, I don't know it. I only tried one shade, so I was telling myself maybe I just got the wrong shade. But for some reason they just didn't work for me. I tried that lightest shade that like I see Nikki LaRose use as an eyeshadow primer all the time. And it just, yeah, it didn't hit. Okay, y'all, this is the new makeup. Well, it's not really new anymore, but it's new to me. This is the first time I am dipping in. So now I'm going in with a fully swirl brush. This is the Crease 2 by Sonia G because this is a loose powder formula. So this is really, a swirl hair brush is perfect for this. So I'm not really gonna have much time to do like an intricate look because we're already running late on time. But I did want to get into this eyeshadow palette that is actually, I think, still on sale at Sephora. So I'm going to try to link it for y'all. Hopefully my mod can link this. This is the Makeup by Mario in Ethereal Eyes Nature palette on the Sephora website. It's, I do think that it's on sale still as we speak, if anybody is interested in this. I just really liked the color story. Even though I didn't need it. Oh, Kat agrees that the liquid shadows by Makeup by Mario are ass. Okay, y'all are making me not feel so alone because I thought I was going truly crazy. I was like, why am I like the only one that these don't work for? I thought it was maybe user error. I thought it was like the tretinoin that, or the retinol that I was using. Maybe like sometimes I take residual retinol that I use all over. I'm using this one right now that came with my chemical peel retinol. And it's not like I apply it directly on my eyes, but if I have any residual on my fingers, I just like wipe my eyelids with it. So I thought, okay, maybe it's that, but those just did not look good on me at all. And like I said, it like confused me because I just saw so many other people like that use them all the time that like them. So like even Andreea Ali like named them as like some of the best products in the year. So I don't know. It just goes to show that, you know, makeup is so unique. This is a perfect little shape to get right there on your lower lash line. I love this brush. It's part of that same series that I just shouted out, Bobo Chikuhodo S-05. Again, I have a link with Fude Bobo if you want to shop any of the brushes that I love that I'm using today. I appreciate you if you shop through my links for any of these products that I'm mentioning. Please go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like the live if you haven't already. I come on here live every Sunday at this hour, 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, as I get ready to go see Jesus. You like that color? Thank you, Shannon. You kept one Makeup by Mario liquid shadow in taupe. You're one of the ones that love them. See, then I was telling myself maybe I just picked the wrong shade. You know how sometimes some shades aren't like super consistent? And so I got Bisque, like the lightest shade. So I didn't want to like write them off as like all awful just because I only tried one shade. It's so weird, right, Stephanie? How like you either love them or hate them. I seriously thought I was the only one that they didn't work for, because I really wasn't hearing feedback that they didn't work for people. Most of the time when I saw reviewers, they loved them. But you know, you never know when you see reviewers, right? Like a lot of them get PR. I don't get PR from Makeup by Mario, so any Makeup by Mario stuff I have, I purchase myself. And I will say the large majority of the time, I like Makeup by Mario products. Like I said, I bought this, I got sucked in, told myself I didn't need it, which I did not. And especially limited edition, I try to stay away from limited edition stuff because I hate using these things later when you guys can't get them. I try not to use limited edition products that I can't link, because I don't know, I hate when other beauty creators like have something that gives me FOMO and I can't buy it. So I'm just using this little tiny detail brush here with the darkest shade and giving myself a little wing. Just a little baby wing. Like that. And then just because I guess I accidentally wore green today, should we put on a little bit of this green? I'm wearing Lashify eyelashes. You can get 20% off the Lashify website by using the link, by using my link. And it's a DIY at-home lash extension system. Thank you for asking. I have a lot of videos if you want to scroll through my channel showing you how I apply my lashes. See, I don't even usually go for colorful eyeshadow looks, but I told myself, oh, it's like more olive leaning. Olive is basically a neutral, right? And see, I didn't even plan to do this look because I think it's a lot, probably, like with the lip being kind of vibrant, but I'm, you know, we're just playing, I guess, here, right? With makeup. Eyebrows look fabulous. Thank you, Parker. I used the Gucci brow products today. I used one on one side and one on the other to show you all the difference, but I love both of them. And I'll link those for you too, the Gucci eyebrow products that I used. That's pretty. You know, and I don't know that I mind that, you know, one of the biggest critiques of these Mario palettes were they weren't as intense as his other, the sparkly shades weren't as intense as his past releases. By the way, this is a Sonia G Target Builder. I'm going to go in with this other like less intense olive just to kind of see the difference right next to the other one. But I don't really mind. Like, I don't really go for like super intense glitter looks all the time. And if I do, you know, you can always, like, I'd rather use like a more matte or toned down eyeshadow palette and then go in with something like the Patrick Ta Duo if I really wanted to amp it up. This is the shade In Your Dreams. It's the Patrick Ta Major Dimension Eye Illusion Shadow Duo. I will say, y'all, as I just stab my nail in that, that the lip product right now that I have on my lips feels like I'm not wearing anything on my lips. It is really comfortable. Again, that's the Vieve Poutder in the shade Ripple. So really impressed with that. I really like it. Okay. And then we're almost done, y'all. Deepen up the edges a little bit. So I'm just looking for the perfect brush to do that with. This is the Chikuhodo and Bobo, part of that same series, the SO1. You want to order from Vieve, but you don't want surprise charges, Stephanie. I'm with you. That's what I was saying. Like, and that's what I had and that's why I had held off on Vieve for this long. And I was like stoked when I had the opportunity to get PR from them, because I've been tempted by Vieve pretty much since they came out because I've heard nothing but good things about them. I've been eyeing their eyeshadow palettes, which sadly it wasn't even an option. Otherwise, I would have probably picked up one of her eyeshadow palettes. But yeah, I was stoked when I had the opportunity to try something out because, like I said, Jamie Genevieve, the founder, is such an amazing makeup artist herself. And I've heard nothing but good things about the brand. And I have no doubt that the rest of the things are products in her line are amazing. But it's the sad part is that if you're in the United States, it's just kind of hard to purchase because you have to buy from companies overseas. And we all know how like the duties and tariffs these days are hitting us with surprise charges for sure. So I completely understand the feeling, Stephanie. Thank you so much for the super chat. Nito PS Move. Nitops Move. Thank you. Hi, greetings from Spain. Thank you so much for the super chat and for being here and supporting my channel. I appreciate that more than you know. Thank you so much for being here. Spain is beautiful. I have gone and visited Spain. I've been to Madrid and Barcelona. Look at how pretty. Y'all. If this is still on sale at Sephora, y'all, I didn't need it. I didn't need it. I tried to hold back for this long, okay? Look at my eyes right now, y'all. Like I said, there's mixed reviews on this palette. There's mixed reviews, but I don't know, y'all. I don't know. So far, it's really pretty. I'm not mad. I'm not mad at it. I'm not mad at it. Okay. Okay, let's wrap this up. It's a lot. Like it's more than what I usually do. Like I usually won't do green eyeshadow and then like a lippy that pops as much as this one. But like I said, today I just wanted to test out makeup. But yeah, the way that like gifting a lot of times works with this PR that I've been getting in is, oh, and speaking of Merit, I have their mascara. I already had this in my collection. This is a tubing mascara, so I like it for my bottom lashes. I do always wear bottom lash mascara, even though I have Lashify on my top lashes, because I just think it pulls the whole look together. And the good thing about a tubing mascara is that it's really easy to remove just with warm water, and it doesn't give you raccoon eyes. It doesn't transfer, bleed, flake. So this is a nice one. And a lot of times these tubing mascaras have those like plasticky applicators. But what got me about this one is that it has one of those traditional like fibrous applicators, despite it being a tubing mascara. So it's really nice. And if you're into clean beauty, Merit is clean beauty. So this is a nice one. Nice mascara. Okay, lastly, okay, let me just top my brows off. I told y'all, oh, we wanted to try this freckle pen, right? I'm scared. This is the Sachu freckle pen. Y'all, this could completely ruin my whole look. And look at what I'm doing for y'all. Ooh, I'm scared. Oh my gosh, y'all, I think I just ruined it. I think I just ruined my makeup, y'all. That looks absolutely insane. Oh, that's terrible. I'm starting to sweat. How am I gonna fix this? You guys. I think I waited too long too, Stephanie. And I also had powdered before. I think I shouldn't have powdered before. My cellar water and a Q-tip, but it's gonna ruin the, oh my gosh, it's gonna ruin what I have underneath. You guys, I don't know how to fix this. Okay, we're gonna figure it out. We're gonna figure it out. Okay, okay, okay. I think this is working. Kind of. Get these little, these are these pointy Q-tips that they save my life, like in times like this. I had to put this fan on because I started to break a sweat right now. I have them linked on my Amazon storefront. They are so useful. If I ever get something like on my, you know, I smudge from my, like if I'm trying to tightline or something and I accidentally, whatever, like there's so many different uses for these little pointy Q-tips. I cannot be without them. I have them linked on my Amazon storefront. Okay, this little pointy Q-tip is kind of like lifting it. Thank you, Aubrey, for the 100 points. I need that positivity right now. Yeah, okay, I think this is user error. I'm not gonna hate on the brow freck thing right now. Next time I'm gonna try it before I powder my under eyes, so I'm not working on like a dry surface. And I'm also going to pat them out as I go. I'm not gonna wait until I like draw them all on and then pat them out, okay? So user error. I'm not writing these off yet. Hopefully we're kind of fixing it. A clean mascara spoolie. I thought about that too. Yeah, okay, you're right. Heck yeah, that's working. Hell yeah, Stephanie. Hell yeah, that totally worked. Okay, so if this happens to you, let this be a lesson. Let this be a lesson. Oh, wow, y'all. Okay, now do they look okay? Kind of. Yeah, clean spoolie. Like literally helps in so many situations, including this one. Okay, now they're okay. Hopefully now they don't look too bad. Like this one right here and this one, these are my real natural freckles. Okay, same with this one right here. Same with these right here. So they're kind of blending in, right? As if they were real. You thought those were freckles? Yeah, there's a mix of fake freckles going on and my real freckles. So this kind of freckly look is like in right now in the beauty space. So that's why we're seeing a lot of these like fake freckle products. They have a little bit of a learning curve, so just be careful. Like I said, do them before you powder, and when you're putting them on, immediately pat them out. Don't do what I did, please. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a nose contour to define my nose a little bit. The freckles, yeah, they're birthmark. It's a combination of just sun damage probably in genes for me, my natural ones. Okay, Natasha Denona, of course, you already know the contour powder, my tried and true. And this is a Scott Barnes brush number 63 that I dug up, that I thought would be good for a cute little nose contour brush. Okay, I think I kind of fixed the freckles situation, y'all. That was scary for a second. I don't do makeup professionally, just here on my channel for fun. Okay, and then let's just use this stain. The other side of this Sachu Brow Stain. Wow, that really deepened up that eyebrow. Did y'all see that? Look at the difference, but not too much. Actually really nice. Ready? Let's do the other side. Thank you. On some women, it looks good. I have various little freckles all over my body. So, yeah. Here and there. Not just on my face. I have one on my eye. I have a couple on my lips too. Señorita, gracias. Sí. Soy mexicana, Mexican American. A cheap liquid bronzer for sensitive skin. I've heard a lot of great things about the Rare Beauty bronzer. I don't use too much drugstore here on my channel, so I don't really have a drugstore recommendation off the top of my head. But I do really love this Makeup by Mario. This is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. It's more of a cream bronzer, but he has this liquid version that is pretty good. The Soft Sculpt Bronzing and Shaping Serum. So thank you for the question, Eleanor. I do recommend those too. But yeah, a lot of people love the Rare Beauty liquid bronzer. I don't personally own it. Thank you, Joe. Yeah, right. The spoolie is such a good tool. Strawberry shortcake makeup style. Thank you, Aubrey. If I didn't already, thank you for the 100 points. Okay, yeah, Sachu does have great products. And you know what? I can also probably try this brow stain as like a little bit of like a lip tint, like a lip liner tint. Thank you for liking and subscribing. Everybody go ahead and like the video and subscribe to my channel. The only thing I didn't test out, y'all, that I told y'all I would was this Andreea Ali brush. Should we use it for highlighter? I was picturing using this brush more so for blush, to be honest with you. But because I already did blush, I think I'm just going to test it out for highlighter. So let's use this Prada highlighter I've been loving. This is another one I've tried so hard to hold off on. But it's pinky, you know? I don't think it's going to go as well. I think I need a more gold leaning highlighter with this look. This one by Hermes I think will go better. In the shade 02 Coral Mojave. Because this is like a warmer tone look. Ooh, pretty. Usually I like to use a smaller, more targeted highlighter brush. But I'm not mad. I don't know if I like the fake freckle look on me, y'all. Like I said, I don't think I really applied them the right way today, but I don't know. I think I can kind of do without. I feel like maybe just like a powder freckle look might be better. I don't know. Maybe next time I'm going to try to do it and then powder on top to see if it kind of like tames it down a little bit. This is a nice brush though. Very soft. I'm so glad that I was able to get my hands on it. Thank you so much, Repper. You know what? Let's try it with bronzer because I haven't used bronzer today. Powder bronzer. Okay. I haven't done liquid bronzer today either. So let's go in with the shade 3 Sahara in this Hermes bronzer. I love this bronzer so much. Ooh, I like this brush for bronzer. Yes, look at how diffused. This is such a good bronzer. Oh, look at that. I think I bought mine from Bloomingdale's. But this one's also on Nordstrom. So I'll try to link this bronzer too for y'all. Ooh. Beautiful lips, says Ron. Thank you. Welcome, Imani. Did everyone like the video and subscribe to my channel? I go live every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. My name is Noelle. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm a lawyer by day, but a beauty lover through and through. So I do kind of like everyday makeup looks for professional women who want to be the most confident version of themselves on my channel. I teach you how makeup can be fun and easy and empowering. I've always been really girly, even though I have 5 brothers. Love this brush, y'all. Ooh, she's good. Hopefully there'll be a re-release for those of you that didn't get your hands on it the first time because it sold out so quickly. From far away, the freckles don't look bad, but like up close, it's too much, y'all. It's too much. But that's okay. We were just playing. Okay. That's gonna be the look, I think. It's an awesome brush. Clarissa, you like it too? Yeah, that's the first time I was able to finally use it. Somebody said outline my lips. I already did. Ooh, Beauty Blender gift sets on sale at Ulta. Hopefully I can link that. Thank you so much for the super chat, H4PP3N91. I appreciate you. Thank you for supporting my channel by sending me super chats. Thank you everybody who has sent me gifts. Thank you everybody for liking the video, for subscribing to my channel, especially if you're new here and if you're watching the replay. Thank you so much. Hermosa says God is messenger of peace. I'm 32 years young. Y'all, pickup line number 2 by David. Ritson, did you escape from the mental hospital because you're insanely beautiful? With the pickup lines today. Thank you so much for the super chat. Again, H4PP3N91. Love you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Let's give it up for the super chats today. My name is Noelle. Great pickup lines today, right? Keep them coming, y'all. Y'all entertain me. Have a great week, everyone. Thank you so much again for being here. One last look at the makeup. Let's ignore the freckle situation. Thank you. I like you all too. I don't snore when I sleep. I always get that question for some reason because I have my tonsils out. They have been removed. Therefore, I do not snore. And I use mouth tape. I'll link below the mouth tape that I use. Highly recommend it, actually. So if anybody's looking to use mouth tape, it has tons of benefits and it helps you sleep and breathe well at night. Solid 5.4 out of 10 pickup line. Yeah, let's start rating these pickup lines, y'all. Thanks, Kat, for that. Okay. Thank you everyone for being here. Thank you for liking my video on your way out and subscribing. Thank you, Kat, for moderating today. It is 4:40 p.m. It is time for me to go and leave you all the hardest part. But I appreciate you being here. Stay tuned on the curtains. I'll let you know if they ended up working out. Yeah, I'll link the mouth tape. Have a good week, everyone. Thank you for being here. I love you all. Thank you, Rocio. She loves the freckles. Thank you. My nails are slay. Thank you. I have to redo them, but I appreciate you. Thanks, Kieran. See you next time, everyone. Turn on your notifications so you know every time I post or go live. Every once in a while, I'll surprise you on Fridays or Saturdays and go live. This upcoming week I'll be off because I'll be recovering from my lasers. I'm getting the lasers done on Friday, so I'm not going to be able to wear makeup while I recover, but stay tuned for that content. Love you all. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for catching the replay if you're catching this on the replay. Bye. Thank you for shopping my links. Good night. Happy Sunday, everyone. Have a great rest of your week. Love you all.